I'm Paul Perkins with the check of your ag weather. Thunderstorms continue to develop along a strong cold front, mostly across the central and east, as it tracks southeast through tonight across central and eastern Nebraska, along with all of Kansas, but the far northwest, there is a marginal risk of severe storms, a level 1 of 5. Through midnight, the main hazards are quarter-size hail and wind gusts over 60. Thunderstorms will remain likely across the central and east this evening before decreasing chances in the overnight. A ridge of high pressure over the western U.S. keeps our forecast dry for tomorrow through Wednesday. After highs in the 80s to the low 90s today, we'll see highs tomorrow that are seasonal in the low to mid 80s. Saturday, the highs warm into the mid to upper 80s when the ridge of high pressure briefly moves on to the plains. In behind another cold front, highs cool to the upper 70s to the mid 80s for Sunday through Tuesday. Mid to upper 80s are expected to return by Wednesday. For the long-term forecast, Nebraska and Kansas temperatures are likely to be mostly warmer than normal Tuesday through the first 2 days of Husker harvest days or through September 11th. Drier conditions continue with Nebraska and Kansas rainfall Tuesday through September 11th likely to be slightly below normal. In the regional drought monitor, Nebraska improved 3 percentage points to 43% drought-free. Most areas from the southern panhandle to southwest, central, and eastern Nebraska are drought-free to abnormally dry. 30% of Nebraska is in moderate to severe drought, including Superior to the southeast corner, a shrinking area east of O'Neill, and Cherry County back to the northwest panhandle. Kansas declined 3 percentage points to only 8% drought-free. Much of the eastern third of Kansas, most of the southwest, and a small part of the northwest is drought-free to abnormally dry. 50% of Kansas is in moderate to severe drought, which includes much of the central, areas near Goodland to Hill City, and locations surrounding Ulysses in the southwest. Key weather factors affecting the markets include a strong push of cooler air with thunderstorms across the plains to the eastern U.S., and cooler air with some rain for Argentina and southern Brazil. Thunderstorms and cooler air gradually build southward as a cold front moving through the upper Midwest pushes towards the Gulf Coast. By Sunday, rain in the Midwest ends while rain becomes oriented in a west-east band across the south. A building ridge of high pressure leads to mostly dry weather and rising temperatures over the western U.S. heading into the Labor Day weekend. The dry weather also extends eastward across the northern plains. For the northern plains and Canadian prairies, the drier air provides a brief period to catch up on wheat harvest before another chance of rain the mid to late part of next week. Southern Brazil has a chance of rain this weekend, but the rest of Brazil's growing areas stay dry before spring planting. Rain in southern Brazil is expected to be limited, and this time the colder air won't cause any widespread frost that could damage the wheat. Argentina is likely to only see a little rain this weekend while the country remains very dry ahead of corn planting next month. With the check of your ag weather, I'm Paul Perkins.